Hello students, welcome back our channel. Today I am going to cover a new and important topic, that is asynchronous data transfer and handshaking signals. Before going to the asynchronous data transfer and handshaking signals, first we'll cover what is the asynchronous data transfer, then we'll cover what is the handshaking signals. Asynchronous data transfer means at a regular instant. That means at any time the transmitter can transmit the data bytes to the receiver. Here the transmitter transmits the data bytes at any instant of time. That means at any instant of time the transmitter transmits the data. That means the data can be transmitted at any instant of time. Only one byte is sent at a time. There is some ideal time between two data bytes. That means when the data is transferred, only one byte can be sent. Not more than one byte can be sent. And also, there is some ideal time between two data bytes. What happens? Whenever there is two data bytes, in between that there is some ideal time. That means data can be halted. Here the transmitter and the receiver operates at different clock frequencies. Also the different clock frequencies the data can be transmitted. Suppose we can take an example here. Suppose this is the microprocessor and this is the input output device. Here they have the different clock frequencies, but data can be transmitted. And to help the receiver, the start and stop bits are used along with the data in the middle. What happens? Here in asynchronous data transfer, the start and stop bits are used. As because here the transmitter is bothered about the receiver whether the data is sent or not, the data can be reached to the receiver or not, so that it uses the start and stop bits. Where the synchronous data transfer is not used the start and stop bits. Suppose here the 8 bits of data, this is the start field and this is the stop field. To sync this, the receiver can be known that yes, the data one data byte is coming or one data byte is completed. Here the timing of signals is not important. That means as because we have known that a ideal time is here in between two data bytes, so asynchronous data transfer cannot be bothered about the timing of the signals. Okay. Suppose we are taking an example. Suppose we are taking an example like here is the sender, here is the receiver, here one data byte, here another data byte. But we have seen that this 1 denotes that the stop bit and this 0 denotes that the start bit. This is the stop bit and this is the start bit. Here also this 1 denotes the stop bit and 0 denotes the start bit. That means when a receiver sees the 0 bits, then the receiver understands that the byte of the information is coming. That means when a receiver sees is 0, it gets to know that yes, the data byte is coming. When it sees 1, it understood that yes, the data byte is completed. When it sees another 0, that means another data byte is coming. And finally when it sees another 1, that means a data byte is completed. When a receiver sees 0 bit, then the receiver understands yes, the data byte is coming. When it sees 1 bit, it gets to know that yes, one data byte is completed. Similarly, another 0 means the start bit and 1 means the stop bit. That means the second data unit is completed. Generally, the methods in asynchronous data transfer is of two types. What are they? One is trove control, another is handshaking. The strobe control is of two types: source initiated strobe, destination initiated strobe. And handshaking signals is of two types. Handshaking signal methods is of two types. What are they? Source initiated handshaking, destination initiated handshaking. As per our question, we want to know that the handshaking data transfer, that means handshaking belongs to the asynchronous data transfer, and what is that handshaking mechanism? Here the handshaking is an asynchronous data transfer. That means it generally refers an acknowledgement. Suppose we are taking some example. Suppose like in a school, a teacher greets their principal, yes, good morning sir. The principal also greets their teacher, yes, good morning. This is one example of the handshaking. Another example we can take, like a teacher a teacher asks a question to a student, and a student has to respond that answer to the teacher. This is the type of the acknowledgement mechanism, and this mechanism is used in handshaking asynchronous data transfer. Generally, the handshaking data transfer is of two types. But before going to the handshaking data transfer, we should know the handshaking signals are used to synchronize the bus activity. This is the main activity of the handshaking mechanism. That means, as it is of two types. First one is source to destination, and second one is destination to source. What happens in source to destination? There is two party. First one, the source, and the second one is the destination. When the source is active, it first sends a binary information on the data bus to the destination along with a valid data. And when the destination is got that valid data, and after getting that valid data, the destination is sent an acknowledgement to the sender, yes sender, I received that valid data along with the data bus. So it accepted and it sent an acknowledgement to the sender. This scenario is known as source to destination. And the second type is destination to source. What happens? First what happens? The destination sent an acknowledgement to the sender. Yes, sender, I am ready for the new data. As I am completed or I am finished the first data, you can send me the new or second data. That means in second process, the sender sends a valid data along the data bus to the destination, and this scenario is known as the destination to source. This mechanism is known as handshaking asynchronous data transfer. And as it is the part 2 of the asynchronous data transfer, so everybody should know why it is used, only to overcome the disadvantages of the strobe control. Thank you, students.